Hello, now let's take a look on this task on designing a concrete column using ClearCalcs. We are required to design a square column in the middle of a residential structure. The column is 5 meters by height. It is fixed at the end and pinned at the top with bracing. It is under an axial load of 300 kN dead load and 500 kN live load, and the self-weight is included. The concrete grade we are using is N32, and the reinforcement should have 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. So let's go back to ClearCalcs and open up a new concrete column calculation. So let's set the depth of our column first with a guess number of, for example, 500 millimeter. It is squared, so the width should be the same as the depth, and the height is 5 meters. The concrete is N32, so we select N32 megapascal normal weight for the concrete, and it is pin-ended and braced. Then we have our section geometry, and we can go into and put in our reinforcement. We use the default reinforcement here. We can modify it later, but set it to have 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom by typing 2 here. We don't have a requirement on covers, so we just leave it default here, and we can see the depth and the reinforcement areas are automatically calculated by ClearCalcs. For the fitment, we also don't have a specific requirement, so we can use the default value as long as they satisfy the diameter and spacing requirements, and same for the fitment legs. Let's define our load. We have an axial load for our column, which is 300 kN dead and 500 kN live. We don't have a moment here, and we don't need to put eccentricity here. As required, self-weight is considered, and we select residential and domestic for the imposed load character. We don't put the loading on the y-axis. As we talked about in the overview, we can click on the labels to check the intermediate values, like member properties, load case analysis. We can always come back to check these at any time. As we can see from the traffic light system, which is indicating our column is passing, but obviously we can reduce our column size and maybe use smaller reinforcement bars. So let's reduce the section first. For the depth, maybe half of it, like 250 millimeter. No, it looks it's falling by bar cooling. So let's try 300 millimeter. Still falling, so 350. Now looks good to me. For the reinforcement, let's use a smaller size, maybe N12. We can see the design is passing, but here is a red cross. So let's open it up and see. It says our steel provided does not meet requirement. Okay, so let's try N16. Now still a red cross here. Let's see. The fitment spacing may be greater than the requirement. So let's try N20 here. Now looks good to me. So let's take a look on the summary on the right-hand side. We can see the demands, capacities with their utilization percentages of our column. It looks like we can further optimize our column by adjusting the values before, but as a demo for how to do the design, here it looks good for me. So we leave here. If we are happy with our design, we can export it. So thanks for watching. Enjoy your design with ClearCalcs. See you next time.